Hey there, good morning. Coming up on GMA, a major airline in crisis this morning. Southwest being condemned on all sides for a full-scale meltdown, canceling thousands of flights, leaving passengers stranded. The airline facing a federal investigation now. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg will be live only on GMA this morning with the latest on the flight fiasco and what the government plans to do about it. Also, the latest on the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Authorities renewing their call for cooperation from ordinary citizens. Their message: you may have information that could crack the case, and you may have a piece of the puzzle. Please come forward. And how to get those incredible post-holiday bargains. The key words: liquidation stores. They are a deal hunter's dream. That's all coming up on GMA. We'll see you soon.
When I was in Afghanistan, I was medically discharged with PTSD. I felt that life wasn't worth living, and maybe I should just go when no one knows if I'm alive, no one knows if I'm dead.
Wildcat follows Harry Turner to the Peruvian rainforest, where he teamed up with then PhD candidate Samantha Zwicker on a remarkable project.
And then I met Sam. That's when my life really took a turn.
This is Keanu, our ocelot rescue. He will be reintroduced into the wild in a year and a half.
We started filming before the filmmakers were even there because I was walking in the jungle with a cat. You know, how crazy is this? I've just left the military and I'm walking barefoot in the jungle with this incredible animal.
I don't think I ever saw it becoming part of a documentary, but I definitely, especially after what happened, felt that his story needed to be shared with the world in some way.
We started realizing a lot of the parallels between their own stories and why they had come to the rainforest and why they were doing the work that they were doing. We started looking at a lot of these bigger themes and how they're coping with trauma and the power of these wild places to help us heal.
We had this idea of like this beautiful concept of the jungle healing and all of these things.
I'm in this most beautiful place in the world, and I can't be happy.
It was like an emotional roller coaster, this film, you know, and that's exactly what day-to-day life is like when you work in conservation and in wildlife rescue. This project with Keanu, it's like his redemption.
He's saving me and I'm saving him.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Ahead in the next hour, GMSA, the pandemic affected just about every part of our lives and our kids' education. With test scores dropping, how can you keep kids' minds sharp during the winter break? Plus, one of the NFL's greats is hanging up his cleats. We'll look back at the career and legacy of former Houston Texans star J.J. Watt. And after the break, a remarkable rescue in the middle of a blizzard. How one woman was able to save a stranger on Christmas Eve. And back here at home, checking out the roads with TransGuide. I-10 in Callahan, we are seeing a few more cars on the road today. We've seen that just about every day this week as we've moved into midweek. You're watching GMSA.
Another day of flight cancellations and customer frustrations for Southwest Airlines. I'm ABC's Justin Finch with the CEO's new message and details on why the airline is coming under federal investigation.
Also this morning on GMSA, a stabbing at a gas station on San Pedro sends a man to the hospital. What police are saying now about any suspects.
And let's look out there with LiveCam. We've now dropped down to 39 degrees, but still not too bad considering what we faced last week.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's Wednesday on your December 28th, and welcome back to my co-anchor, Stephanie Serna.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Thanks for coming back, and good to see our Sarah Spivey as well.
Sarah is in for Mike this morning, and if you've been waiting for things to warm up, we'll be getting a little bit better every single day. We're kind of put the heat on layaway for a while. And
layaway, I like that.
Now it's finally returning.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to see highs today in the 70s. Beautiful day, plenty of sunshine out out there. It is starting off chilly, though, just not as cold as it has been the last few mornings. Right now, it's 38 degrees in San Antonio, but it's in the 40s up in the hill country. 44 in Kerrville, 48 in Comfort, 36 in Hondo, 39 in Converse. Notice we're all above freezing in San Antonio today. Our first day in 6 days where the low will not be at or below freezing today. And it's going to be a gorgeous Wednesday. 64 at noon, 72 for the high temperature. One thing you'll notice, though, today is that winds will be from the south, breezy, too, from the south at about 10 to 15 with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. So that breeze will actually have an impact on our weather tomorrow in a big way. Tell you about that in a bit. Today, though, soak up the sun. Chilly this morning, but pleasant in the afternoon. Tomorrow, those clouds are back. It's going to be a pretty cloudy day tomorrow, and those winds, which are breezy today, are going to increase the humidity so that tomorrow morning there will be some fog and drizzle to contend with, and it will be noticeably humid. But by New Year's Eve weekend, a great weekend for us, a good start to 2023 as we ring in the new year. A lot of people hitting the roads, traveling back home. Let's check in with your traffic authority, Stephen Cavazos. How do the roads look now this morning, Stephen?
Just a wee bit busier, Sarah, as we get a look there at 410 at FM 78. Yeah, we can expect a lot more folks to be probably traveling due to some messy airline travel, but we know maybe right now the roads may be a better option, but still just take it easy. They're quiet right now, but as I mentioned, we are just seeing a little bit more traffic that's picking up there along 281 at Jones-Maltzberger, those north and southbound lanes. Not too bad, though, at US 90 at 36 compared to what we would see on a normal day. Getting you to the map, again, it's the same situation I showed you probably about the last few times. Just a lot of green out there, but we are keeping a close eye on things and keeping you updated in case anything pops up, especially this early in the morning. Let's get a look at those travel times, because right now, 28 minutes, on I-37 northbound if you're heading in from Pleasanton. Right now, we are looking about half an hour on US 90 eastbound from Castroville if you're heading into the downtown area, and 16 minutes at arrival from Lytle is what you can expect on I-35 northbound. All right, let's get one last look here at TransGuide. There's 35 north at Loop 410, where things have pretty much remained the same with just a little bit more activity out there, but we'll keep a close eye on things. And again, there are those road closures to be on the lookout for. We'll tell you where coming up in the next few minutes. Steph?
Thank you, Stephen. A top story that we have been following this morning, a man showing up at a gas station trying to clean himself up after being stabbed multiple times. EMS was called to the QT gas station on San Pedro near San Antonio College on the north side after the man walked out of a restroom and began to lose consciousness. He was taken to Sancy in serious condition. Police weren't able to get a description of that suspect. Our Max Massey is live at the scene, and we're going to hear from him coming up at 6:30.
The battle over Title 42 is temporarily on hold.
Supreme Court making a ruling to keep the policy that limits asylum seekers in place for now. Our Sarah Costa joins us live in the studio to break down that ruling. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Mark. And this move means as of right now, immigrants at the border will continue to not be able to seek asylum. In that major decision, in a 5-4 ruling, the Supreme Court now blocking lifting Title 42, the Trump-era policy put in place during the pandemic to prevent migrants at the border from seeking asylum. The next decision now awaits until February, where it will decide the long-term future of Title 42 and whether it stays in place. It's estimated that as many as 18,000 migrants could enter the country each day if Title 42 was lifted. That's according to Homeland Security officials. In El Paso, migrants are sleeping in the streets, enduring the cold, some sleeping under wet blankets.
If they continue to get in without being undetected, we're going to continue to have this population grow within our community. And so that is concerning.
DHS also releasing a statement saying, quote, "We will continue to manage the border, but we will do so within the constraints of a decades-old immigration system that everyone agrees is broken. We need Congress to pass a comprehensive immigration reform legislation President Biden proposed the day he took office," end quote. And in a statement earlier, the president also saying his administration will prepare the court's review and called for Congress to pass broader immigration reform. Mark and Steph.
Thank you, Sarah. The discussion about the end of Title 42 has been making the rounds since earlier this year. We have a breakdown of what this would mean for South Texas as part of our KSAT Explained series. To watch that episode, you can scan this QR code on your screen right now and look for the article. You can also find it on our website at ksat.com.
The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office has now identified an 8-year-old girl that was killed in a suspected drunk driving crash about a week ago. The crash happened last Thursday on General McMullen near West Commerce. San Antonio police say Nicole Vidalis was a passenger in the backseat of a Dodge Journey that lost control. It hit a fire hydrant, then another vehicle, then crashed into a utility pole. Vidalis was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver was arrested for intoxication manslaughter.
Over 100 households in Kerr County affected by the boil order notice have been given an all clear. The Texas Water Utilities announced the order was lifted for people under the Westwood water system. However, the boil water notice is still in place for 6 other subdivisions. So here's a list of areas still under that notice. More than 1,500 homes are affected. The boil order was issued after high demand and line leaks that caused low water pressure. The order will be lifted after the leak is fixed and water samples are tested.
This morning, the head of Southwest Airlines is pledging to make things right for stranded customers after days of flight cancellations and delays.
As ABC's Justin Finch reports, the airline is blaming the holiday winter storm for forcing it to freeze service nationwide.
Growing frustration and anger at the nation's airports.
The Christmas was just ruined. This was the worst Christmas ever.
Stressed and stranded Southwest passengers fuming after the airline canceled more than 2,500 flights Tuesday, following thousands more earlier this week. Southwest blaming that massive holiday storm for its service cuts and rocky recovery.
The app on our phone said that our flight had been canceled.
Southwest passenger Kaylin O'Connor says her Monday flight to Pensacola was canceled, and the earliest she could rebook was Thursday. So she chose to drive 16 hours from Kansas City, Missouri.
Hopefully they will reimburse us.
Southwest CEO Bob Jordan apologizing, saying the airline's point-to-point operating system, which relies on a network of direct flights, is especially vulnerable to challenges like severe weather, making for a slower rebound than their competitors.
We're doing everything we can to return to a normal operation. And please also hear that I'm truly sorry.
Jordan says Southwest will significantly reduce flights over the coming days in hopes of being back on track before next week. Southwest Airlines Pilots Union says the carrier's outdated IT system is leaving stranded customers on hold for hours.
They're using processes and IT from the 1990s when we were an airline less than a quarter of the size.
The Southwest fallout prompting a U.S. Department of Transportation investigation.
Well, what we're seeing is something that is beyond what can be attributed to the weather. The bottom line is this is just not an acceptable level of service.
And the Senate Commerce Committee echoing calls for accountability from Southwest, pressing the airline to provide significant monetary compensation to not only cover passengers' tickets, but also hotels, meals, and transportation. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
609, 39 degrees.
And still to come on GMSA, a frustrating night for the San Antonio Spurs. Starts with Pop getting ejected and ends with same fourth quarter struggles. We have the highlights and when they'll be back in the Alamo City. Plus,
this man is not about to die over here on 111. Y'all need to get this man some help.
A woman's call for help on Facebook Live after rescuing a man during a blizzard. We'll tell you how all of this unfolded next.
And here at home, we are now at 39 degrees, still not too bad, and expecting the 70s. Looking forward to it, actually. We'll be right back. And welcome back at 6:13. A true hero emerged during the deadly blizzard over Christmas weekend.
A woman in Buffalo, New York, found a man outside her house suffering from frostbite. Shakira Autry and her boyfriend carried the man inside on the morning of Christmas Eve. That man is Joey White, who's mentally challenged and works in a movie theater. His family says he may have gotten scared during the big blizzard and tried to walk home. The mother of 3 took care of him, pleading with help with phone calls and on Facebook Live. She was trying to get Joe to a hospital to treat severe frostbite on his hands. On Christmas Day, Good Samaritan showed up in a vehicle that could make it through the thick snow, taking Joey to the hospital.
This man could have died. 64 years old, could have died outside. I wasn't letting that happen on my watch, and he wasn't going to die in front of my kids.
This woman did something that an angel would do, okay? To take in a perfectly a stranger. You took him in your home on Christmas Eve.
That angel's name is Shakira. Joey's severe frostbite has been being treated at the ICU burn unit at that hospital there in Buffalo. Overall, we understand he is in stable condition.
Yeah, we're glad he's doing okay, and so glad that she opened her heart and her home to him that night.
All right, family's back together here, and it's 6:14.
Yes, and we're going to check in with you in just a minute because we're excited about what we're going to see.
Oh my goodness, are y'all excited about the 70s?
Yes.
I know I am too. I know I am. Yeah, it is going to be a gorgeous day. To top it all off, we had a gorgeous sunset last night.
We did. We're going to get to that coming up.
Yes.
We got a lot to look forward to with that. And thankfully, not a lot to really get in your way when it comes to traffic, because you can take a look there at TransGuide. Things have been moving just fine as we get a wider look and we can bring that camera in. Yeah, look at that nice shot there. I know Sarah Spivey's going to give us a better shot here in just a moment. But yeah, just getting a little bit busier out there, guys. Remember to drive safe. We haven't had any major issues to report as of yet, but that can always change around this hour with more folks getting out there on the roadway. But here's what you can expect right now. Just a lot of green out there, but you notice that there are going to be some active road closures taking place. And here off of Warsbach Parkway, I mentioned this yesterday, but keep in mind, this is current up until Saturday. That's New Year's Eve. We're going to see that work continue at least from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, alternating lane closures in both directions from Blanco Road to Thousand Oaks Drive. But we know that information is a lot to take in all at once, so grab your phones right now, scan the QR code that is popping up on your screen that will take you to our KSAT traffic page. Has a full list of all the current closures that are happening and what you can expect as we head into the new year. Sarah Spivey.
Here's that picture of that sunset we were talking about earlier. Absolutely gorgeous. This is from Taylor McClelland on our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. Maybe you snapped a picture of the sunset last night and want to share it with us. You can do that on the KSAT Weather Authority app. Gorgeous with those high thin cirrus clouds in place. You know, the angle of the sun is lower this time of year, so it has more of the atmosphere to get through. And that's why you see it break down into these beautiful colors. Remember in kindergarten, Roy G. Biv? Well, the R of that has longer wavelengths, and so that's why you can see the beautiful colors there at sunset. Now, as we take a look across the nation, it is active out to the west of us here in San Antonio. There's plenty of rainfall for parts of the desert southwest, and this low pressure system also bringing a lot of snow across the Rockies. Pretty messy travel situation out there out west right now. But here in San Antonio, we're not going to see much rain from that system at all. In fact, most of the rain will be east of us on Thursday, but in the morning we could see some fog and drizzle and a measly 20% chance for an isolated shower during the day on Thursday. More about that in a minute, but as you're waking up and stepping outside, bring the jacket with you. It is cold this morning. It's 38 degrees. However, it's not as cold as it has been the last several mornings. Yesterday morning, we got down to freezing in San Antonio. Before that, it was in the teens and 20s. Right now, it's 46 in Boerne, 48 in Helotes, 43 in Bulverde, 39 in Converse, 37 at Stinson, 36 in Hondo. A little bit of cirrus clouds out across the hill country, and that's why temperatures are warmer. Those cirrus clouds kind of act like a blanket and keep in the warmth from yesterday. That's why Kerrville Comfort starting off in the 40s today, rather than in the 20s like they were yesterday morning. And now as you look at the forecast for the day today, we'll already be in the 50s by 10, 60s by noon, 64 degrees right around lunch, and in the afternoon, 72 degrees. We're going to have our warmest day since that front moved through last Thursday and brought us very cold Arctic blast over the weekend. So nice welcome change to see the sun and temperatures in the 70s. It'll be 73 in Seguin, 75 at Stinson, 73 in Devine, upper 60s in the hill country, 68 in Bulverde and Boerne, and it'll be 71 in Utopia, 71 in Uvalde. One thing you'll notice today, though, is that those winds are going to pick up from the southeast. We'll see gusts up to about 20, 25 miles per hour throughout the day today. Those southeastern winds are also going to increase the humidity. Right now, dew points are in the 30s. It's very dry air, but watch what happens over the day today. Dew points steadily rise, pick up that Gulf of Mexico moisture, and so that by tomorrow morning, you'll notice the mugginess out there. Not only will it feel a little muggy in the morning, but you may actually see the humidity in the form of some fog and some drizzle early on your Thursday. You can see that in the Futurecast here. Sunny today, but by midnight, clouds are working their way back in. Tomorrow, all of us starting off with cloud cover. Patchy drizzle is possible, but widespread fog is likely around San Antonio tomorrow. There's that 20% chance for an isolated shower, generally east of San Antonio. Otherwise, staying cloudy during the day tomorrow with a high temperature in the low 70s. So Total sun today, but clouds are back tomorrow. And if you do have plans to travel across the state of Texas, or you have loved ones traveling across the state of Texas, in East Texas tomorrow, there will be some areas of storms, perhaps stronger severe storms as well. And even though it is going to be humid for your Thursday, humidity will be lower as we head into New Year's Eve weekend. Ringing in the new year, we'll have morning lows near 50 degrees, afternoons in the 70s. And guys, despite the cold snap we just had, December 2022 is going to be warmer than average.
Really?
Yes, because we spent most of the first part of December with highs in the 70s and even low 80s, and we're bookending December with temperatures in the 70s as well.
It's just the middle that was kind of cold.
I know. It was very cold, though.
Yes. I'm glad we're getting the little break.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 620, 39 degrees.
Up next, a roller coaster season continues for the San Antonio Spurs. Why another fourth quarter letdown led to another loss on the road.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
Had enough? No, arthritis. Here, Aspercream arthritis. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
Second date. Wish me luck, buddy.
Mouth to Mission Control. We have a denture problem. Over.
Roger that.
With Polydent Cleanser and Polygrip Adhesive, we're fresh and secure for any close encounter.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polydent and Polygrip.
For fast sore throat relief, try Vicks VapoCool Drops with 2 times more menthol per drop and the powerful rush of Vicks Vapors for fast-acting relief you can feel. Vicks VapoCool Drops. Fast relief you can feel.
In this morning's GMA First Look, how those holiday decorations could put your home at risk. This fire breaking out early Christmas morning. Sacramento fire rescue teams battling intense flames that ripped through the home, which they say started from an artificial Christmas tree with an electrical malfunction.
Within seconds that they were overcome by smoke and fire. One of the most common things I hear from homeowners when I arrive on a fire is they didn't think it would happen to them. And it does happen. And it can happen in your home too.
Between 2016 and 2019, the National Fire Protection Association says U.S. fire departments responded to an estimated average of 790 home structure fires per year that began with decorations. And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to know to keep you and your family safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Spurs at the Thunder last night for San Antonio's 7th set of back-to-back games this season. Spurs lead early 2017, but trailed 33-38 after one. Early second quarter, Pop gets hit with back-to-back technicals and was ejected. Yelled at the ref, "Do your job," before leaving with 11:13 to go in the first half. OKC led 70-60 at halftime. Third quarter, opening second, Jakob Poeltl finds Jeremy Sohan for a slam dunk in the first hoop of the second half. Spurs fought hard, closing that gap to 2 points, down 95-93 after 3. But OKC would open the fourth quarter on a 12-3 run to put this game on ice. Thunder beat the Spurs 130-114, outscoring San Antonio 35-21 in that fourth quarter. So looking ahead, Spurs will come back home to face the New York Knicks. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the AT&T Center. Reminder for Spurs fans, it'll be Star Wars night, so bring sure to bring your best Star Wars gear.
How fun. And in some other sports news today, 2 days after playing his final home game with the Arizona Cardinals, former Texans defensive J.J. Watt says he will retire after the NFL season. So Watt tweeted in part, "My last ever NFL home game. My heart is filled with nothing but love and gratitude. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure," end quote. So Watt's 12-year NFL career will end after 2 more road games. He is expected to be enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame when he becomes eligible in 5 years. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, was drafted 11th overall by the Texans back in 2011.
It is widely believed that JJ will be a first ballot shoo-in to the NFL Hall of Fame. Congratulations, JJ Watt. Watt on a great career.
Yes, congrats. Time now, 6:26 and 39 degrees for now.
Still ahead at 6:30, a stabbing near a gas station on San Pedro near San Antonio College sends a man to the hospital. Max Massey joins us with the latest on suspects.
Plus, the pandemic affected just about every part of our lives, including our kids' education, with test scores hitting an all-time low. How you can keep your kids' minds sharp during Christmas break.
And what to expect on the roads today as you head out for work. There's 410 at Harry Wurzbach. A few more cars out there. Traffic is building as we approach the bottom of the hour. Stephen will be back with a live traffic update.
An ambulance parked at the right place at the right time may have saved a man's life. I'm Max Massey. We're going to have the latest from police.
Also this morning on GMSA, a deal to sell shoes and a shooting on the far west side, what we've been able to learn so far.
Outside with live cam, drop down to 39 degrees, so the cold mornings continue. But wait till you see Sarah's forecast in the afternoon hours. We're finally going to truly warm up in the coming days to wrap up the year.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 28th.
Thanks for starting your morning and maybe your work week with us. Sarah Spivey is in for Mike Osterhage this morning. How warm do we get today, Sarah?
Guys, we're going to get into the 70s.
Yay!
It's going to feel great this afternoon, although you do need the jacket this morning, so don't forget that. You won't necessarily need it in the afternoon, but still things are going to be pretty nice for us later on today. Right now it is 38 degrees out there. Winds are from the northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Humidity is actually at 83%. Dew points are coming up, but you're not going to feel the humidity today. You will, however, tomorrow. Now look at this map right now. The one thing I don't see on here, pink. Whenever we see temperatures turn below freezing on our maps, that turns to that pink color. No freezing temperatures out there this morning, which is good news. After 6 days in a row of freezing weather, we're not going to be seeing that today. 36 in Hondo, 35 as you step out the door in Pleasanton, 40 in New Braunfels, 44 in Kerrville, and 41 in Rock Springs. Today's forecast calls for a high temperature right near 72 degrees this afternoon. It is going to be a bit breezy, winds from the south at 10 to 15, gusting up to 25. A gorgeous day today, but we kind of flip the switch tomorrow and bring back some clouds. I'll have details on those coming up in just a bit. For now, though, let's check on the roads with your traffic authority, Stephen Cavazos.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, if you are looking for some peace and tranquility, the roads would be the best place to do it. No issues to report at this hour, but you can see that traffic is getting a little bit busier as we are inching closer to morning rush. And I mentioned this yesterday, and I'll mention it again. We know that school is out, so that will help us with reducing a lot of the congestion out there. But you can see a lot of these shots, just some quiet pavement, and of course, just maybe a few more folks maybe going to grab that early cup of coffee. As we get you here to the map, one color we do see here is a lot of green, no red yet, so that wouldn't indicate any congestion or slowdown taking place. But we know, of course, road closures will be active throughout the morning up until the new year and, of course, into the early days of January. But back here at 10 at the Y, you can see things have been moving just fine. No major issues to report at this hour. But if you plan to hit the roadways, make sure to check your vehicles before you get out there. We know a lot of folks plan to travel today, so just safe travels and make sure that you plan ahead of time. Guys.
Thank you, Stephen. This morning, one man is in serious condition after being stabbed in the neck and the face. Right now, police are working to figure out how this all happened.
Max Massey joins us live near downtown. Max, you say this man is lucky to be alive.
That's right, guys. An Acadian EMS unit being at the right place at the right time could be the only reason that this man is still breathing. So take a look. This was the situation last night just after 10 o'clock. Now, this is a QT in the 300 block of San Pedro. The sergeant on the scene telling us a man in his 50s walked into the QT, tried to clean himself up after being stabbed in the face and the neck. Now, that victim then walked out of the restroom. That's when he began to lose consciousness. Coincidentally, and luckily for this victim, an Acadian EMS unit was in the parking lot, and they were able to act fast and help the man out. He was then transported to BAMC in serious condition. Now, we're told the man who was stabbed and lost consciousness, he was in shock, not able to give any information to police. But this is where it takes a turn. Investigators, they were able to find a blood trail that actually led the investigators across the highway to Quincy Street, where the stabbing attack may have happened. Right now, San Antonio police still investigating, working to figure out where this all happened, why, and who is responsible. Now, we're going to be staying on top of this story throughout the morning, so stay with us on air and online as more information becomes available. Steph, Mark, back to you guys.
Max, thank you very much. And I think Max is on his way now to check out a structure fire. We're just getting word right now. It's over in the 8100 block of West Houseman, which is up in the vicinity, I believe, near Loop 1604 or I-10. Right now, San Antonio Fire reporting 4 units on the scene. We're hearing all sorts of scanner chatter, but we'll get you more information as it becomes available. Again, a structure fire up on West Houseman Road. New details this morning on an overnight shooting in the far west side. Police say it started during a deal to sell shoes. A man in his 20s apparently trying to sell shoes before getting shot in the chest by a suspect in front of his own house. The man was taken to University Hospital and is in stable condition. Right now, police say there isn't any information about a suspect.
We have an active silver alert this morning for a man last seen in the Clear Lake area southeast of Houston by League City. And right now, police are looking for 85-year-old Hubert Fox, who was last seen at 5 o'clock yesterday. He's about 6'2", bald, has blue eyes, and police say he was wearing a navy blue blazer, blue jeans, and black shoes. He was last seen driving a gray 2003 Dodge Dakota with Texas license plate MXS 1292 with duct tape on the driver's side window and missing front grille. If you know anything that can help police find this man, you are asked to call Lakeview Police. The number on your screen right now, 281-326-5900.
5:35, the chaos at airports across the country continues with FlightAware reporting more than 4,000 flight cancellations today, and most of those flights occurred with Southwest Airlines.
San Antonio International Airport has not been spared from the disaster. Our Sarah Costa joins us live in the studio with the latest numbers on those cancellations. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Mark and Steph. I think all of us have heard the horror stories from either family or friends or people keeping us posted on social media. The majority of these cancellations started because of the major winter storm, but Southwest system essentially crashing added to that chaos. Stressed and stranded Southwest passengers fuming after the airline canceled more than 2,500 flights Tuesday, following thousands more earlier this week. Southwest CEO Bob Jordan apologizing, saying the airline's point-to-point operating system, which relies on a network of direct flights, is especially vulnerable to challenges like severe weather, making for a slower rebound than its competitors. So Jordan says Southwest will significantly reduce flights over the coming days in hopes of being back on track before next week. Southwest Airlines Pilots Union says the carrier's outdated system is leaving stranded customers on hold for hours. I believe I heard 17 hours on average on the phone waiting to get through. The Southwest fallout prompting a U.S. Department of Transportation investigation. But let's take a look at our local flight numbers. So the numbers have changed slightly in the past hour, but definitely not improving. At last check, I counted 43 departing flights have been canceled today so far at the San Antonio International Airport, with 37 arriving flights also being canceled. All of those canceled flights are Southwest flights, other than 3 of them being from American and Frontier Airlines. So some stranded travelers say they likely won't get to their final destinations after the new year. Therefore, many passengers opting to rent cars and drive to their destinations, which has also put a strain on the number of rental cars available across the country, not to mention all of the lost luggage that has not been accounted for, also scattered throughout the U.S. Mark and Steph.
Sarah, thank you very much. To some other headlines this morning, Pope Francis has said today that his predecessor, Pope Benedict, the 95-year-old who resigned from the post 9 years ago, is, quote, very sick in declining health. In 2013, Pope Benedict XVI shocked the world by making an almost unprecedented decision to resign from his position, citing advanced age. Benedict's announcement marks the first time a pope had stepped down in nearly 600 years.
ABC News is reporting the Mega Millions jackpot for Friday is expected to climb to $640 million after no ticket matched all 6 winning numbers in last night's drawing. The lottery says it's by far the largest Mega Millions prize ever offered in the final week of any year. The cash prize option for Friday's drawing is expected to top $328 million. Only 6 Mega Millions jackpots have been won this year. Winning tickets were in California, Florida, New York, Minnesota, Illinois, and Tennessee.
It's now time for Texas. All right, looking ahead, we invite you to go behind the lens and meet some of our KSAT photojournalists. KSAT is airing a 1-hour special tomorrow night at 9 p.m., presented by our talented staff.
They will tell you what stories they remembered the most in 2022 and take you behind the scenes on what goes into covering the stories you see right here on KSAT.
And of course, Uvalde was a big part of that coverage this year. 6:39, 39 degrees.
And after the break, it is no secret that the pandemic had a huge impact on our kids' education. So with test scores at an all-time low, we're going to take a look at how you can keep your kids sharp during the holiday break.
6:42. Boy, we got used to scenes like this over the last 3 years or so, and we are still recovering from the effects of COVID-19. Not only did the pandemic impact our health and our finances, but also our children's education.
New federal studies show ACT test scores dropped to their lowest point in 30 years. 9-year-olds' reading and math scores have also taken a dramatic hit.
That's why it's important as we continue the holiday break to keep our children learning. Nancy Alvarez shows us how.
It's all about the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but it seems that COVID put the brakes on our kids' brains. A new report from the National Center of Education reveals the first score decline in reading since 1990 and the first ever score decline in math. That's why it's imperative to keep kids learning all year round. First, explore opportunities to learn online.
And we don't have to shy away from it because you do have to find different apps that you can use to further your kids' interests.
Some of the top-rated educational apps for elementary school-age kids: ABC Mouse, Khan Academy, Epic, and Quick Math Junior. Many podcasts include extra learning materials. Some of the most popular are Radio Labs Terrestrials, But Why?, a podcast for curious kids, and Tumble. But not all learning needs to be high-tech. Studies show that reading with your child 6 to 7 days a week has the effect as being 12 months older. Number 3, get out and about. Join nature groups, science centers, and your local library. Facebook can connect parents and kids to specialty groups in your area focused on everything from robotics to languages. And also, don't forget,
give them time to be a kid and to play outside.
With ways to keep growing and learning outside of the classroom, I'm Nancy Alvarez reporting.
It can be a tricky balance, can it?
Yes, definitely.
6:44.
Let's go ahead and check back with our Stephen Cavazos.
Well, it is that busy time, morning rush hour, but no need to rush at all. The roads have been quiet all morning long. We just have a few more folks out there, and we can probably see that we're going to get a little bit more traffic in the next few minutes or so, but nothing as bad as what we would normally see on a day where kids are heading to school. A lot more people are heading to work. Maybe they're still getting to enjoy the holidays, but it will feel a little bit like a holiday on the roadways just because we're not seeing any red out there. But the work does continue for a lot of those TxDOT crews who are working to make the roads a safer place. Here's one of the spots to be on the lookout for along FM 2252 Nacogdoches Road. Bridge work will be ongoing from Thursday, January 5th up until Friday, January 6th. It is overnight, so you do have to plan accordingly if you plan to travel during those hours between 9 to 5 a.m. because that's when you will see a full closure of lanes in both directions right there at the Evans Road intersection. But let's get back here to TransGuide because it is busier there. That shot at US 90, but it's not as busy as what we would normally see. Even 281 at Nakoma doesn't look too bad in those north and southbound lanes. But again, even though it's been a quiet morning and a chill start to the roadways, I'll still be keeping a close eye on things.
Hey guys, that structure fire we mentioned a little while ago on Houseman, it's right there near 1604. It's on Houseman near the John Igo Library. But the good news is the number of 5-year units has dropped down to 2. So hopefully it's not as big a deal as we thought. Max Massey and a photographer are going to go check it out anyway.
All right, we'll be checking in with them later. But for now, let's go ahead and check with you about this beautiful weather we're expecting.
Yeah, great weather today. And last night ended with a beautiful finale too. Gorgeous sunset. I'm actually writing an article for KSAT.com right now about what makes the sunset so beautiful or so colorful. Believe it or not, in the winter, we have a better chance to have beautiful sunsets because the sun angle is lower. It has more of the atmosphere to go through. The light has more of the atmosphere to go through and scatter, which makes for beautiful sunsets. This picture sent in near Culebra inside Loop 1604. Thank you so much for sending in those KSAT Connect pictures. We're seeing the first light of the day right there on the horizon here in San Antonio. It's a chilly start to the day though. Grab the jacket with you. You'll need it in the morning. You will not need it in the afternoon though. 38 degrees outside Outside right now, dew points are in the 30s. Still chapstick weather, at least temporarily. We'll be seeing humidity rise as well today. It's 40 in New Braunfels, 36 in Hondo, 35 in Kennedy, 34 in Carrizo Springs, but not freezing around San Antonio. There's no freeze going on right now. Temperatures around San Antonio are 5 to 10 degrees warmer than they were this time yesterday. Take a look at Kerrville, though. 20 degrees warmer to start the day in Kerrville than it was yesterday. The reason for that, there's a little bit of cloud cover out near Kerrville, keeping the temperatures warmer, those clouds acting like a blanket to keep the temperatures a little bit warmer up there. Meanwhile, we'll be looking at 50s by 10 and around noon 64 degrees. In the afternoon 72 for the high temperature and a pretty cool evening. You won't necessarily need the jacket this evening, but it will be cool with temperatures falling in the 50s and 60s. Again, a beautiful afternoon. Here's a look at what high temperatures are like in your neighborhood. It'll be 71 in Canyon Lake, 71 in Hondo, 73 in Carrizo Springs, 77 in Cotulla, and in the upper 60s in the Hill Country. Winds are starting to pick up from the south. We've got a wind sustained from the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those south winds are going to play a big role in our weather over the next 24 hours. We'll see gusts today up to about 25 miles per hour during the morning, up to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the evening. All of those winds are going to pick up that Gulf of Mexico moisture, and by the end of the day today, dew points will be up into the 50s. You won't need the chapstick later on today. Now, dew points in the 50s still feels pleasant outside, but early tomorrow morning, those dew points will be in the 60s. Not only may you feel the humidity in the morning, but you could potentially see it in the form of fog and even some patchy drizzle. Here's a look at the futurecast for your Thursday morning, 60 degrees with some fog and drizzle present on Thursday morning for the morning commute, and then an isolated shower is possible east of San Antonio. Notice that communities like Gonzales, Seguin, and even Hallettsville could see an isolated shower in the afternoon. It should stay mainly dry here in San Antonio other than that patchy drizzle in the early morning hours. And we'll be looking at a cloudy day. We're not going to see any sun tomorrow during the day, unfortunately. And across parts of East Texas, there is the potential for some storminess as well in parts of East Texas, some strong to severe storms from Bryan College Station all the way up to Texarkana. That's a possibility tomorrow in the afternoon and evening hours if you have any friends or family traveling across Texas. And even though it'll be noticeably humid tomorrow, you will not notice the humidity over the weekend. We're going to be looking at highs in the 70s with low humidity, plenty of sunshine. Around midnight, Saturday night into Sunday, it should be close to 60 degrees, so it's going to feel great as we ring in the new year. And I might as well take this time to remind folks we're still in an exceptional drought. So there will probably be firework displays going on around San Antonio, as is usually the case, but just please be careful because the ground is so dry.
I'm so glad to put this super dry year in the rearview mirror in a couple days.
The second driest year on record for San Antonio.
All right.
Hoping for more for 2023.
I agree.
Rain. Yes.
I agree.
Thank you.
650, 39 degrees on your Wednesday morning.
And looking ahead with soaring inflation, it can be uncomfortable asking for a raise, but it doesn't have to be. We're going to take a look at the do's and don'ts of asking your boss tomorrow on GMSA.
Outside with live cam. Taking a look out there, the sun is slowly starting to come up, but right now darkness reigns over San Antonio International Airport. If you're stuck, that has nothing to do with delays or cancellations. It just worked out that way, folks. We'll be right back.
Hey there, good morning. Coming up on GMA, a major airline in crisis this morning. Southwest being condemned on all sides for a full-scale meltdown, canceling thousands of flights, leaving passengers stranded. The airline facing a federal investigation now. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg will be live only on GMA this morning with the latest on the flight fiasco and what the government plans to do about it. Also, the latest on the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Authorities renewing their call for cooperation from ordinary citizens. Their message: you may have information that could crack the case, and you may have a piece of the puzzle. Please come forward. And how to get those incredible post-holiday bargains. The key words: liquidation stores. They are a deal hunter's dream. That's all coming up on GMA. We'll see you soon.
Well, back here at home, things are quiet on the roadways. As you can take a look there, 281 at Jones-Maltsberger. We made it through the show, guys, without any major trouble out there. So kudos to all the drivers and, of course, those first responders out there working to make sure people keep the roads a safe place. But just take a look. 281 at Nakoma, not a bad spot. Beautiful shot at US 90 at 35. Here's what you can expect right now. A lot of green out there, and that has been the theme all morning long. Of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on things throughout the morning and throughout Good Morning America. But right now, it is a good morning here in San Antonio.
It is, Stephen, a beautiful start to the day, although chilly. Take a look at that sun rising in the background there. It is 39 degrees outside under partly cloudy skies and chilly to start the day everywhere across south central Texas. It's 37 at Stinson, 35 in Hondo, 38 in New Braunfels, but in the 40s up in Comfort and in Kerrville. The reason for that, there's a little bit of cloud cover up in the hill country, but today should be a mostly sunny day. We'll be looking at temperatures in the 60s around noon. 72 for the high temperature today, south winds gusting up to 25, so it is going to be a breezy day. That southeasterly breeze bringing in some humidity. It'll be noticeably humid tomorrow. Cloudy skies, some patchy fog and drizzle possible tomorrow morning. 73 for the high, and then as we look ahead to the weekend, looks pretty nice. Hard to believe that our high was in the 30s just a few days ago here. This is Texas in winter, baby. It changes every day.
It sure does. I'm glad to have this break, though.
Me too.
Same. Yeah.
Yes.
Mid-70s for days on end. That'll be great. Fantastic. Well, Steph, welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Glad you are back.
Yeah. It was a good break. It's nice to be back. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you back here at 9.